right, so we're diving deep today, folks. And we are talking Benavidez versus Morrell Jr.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a really good one.
Yeah, on the surface you see, oh, two undefeated fighters. That's going to be a good fight. But there's way more to it than that.
Way more. Like whole nother levels to this.
Yeah, and I'm excited to kind of unpack it all. I was reading up on it, obviously, to get ready, and I was like, man, this got all the ingredients.
It does. It does. It's like they took everything you love about boxing and crammed it into one fight.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start with the basics for anybody who maybe hasn't been following it as closely. So we've got David El Monstro Benavidez, 29 wins. Oh, no, 26 knockouts out of 29 wins.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, former super middleweight champ, youngest ever.
Right. Crazy.
And now he's moving up, looking to take over the light heavyweight division.
Yeah, he's hungry. You can see it. Like, he's not satisfied with just one division. Wants to leave his mark everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got David Morrell Jr., 11-0 with 9 knockouts.
Yeah, the Cuban southpaw. They breed him different down there, man.
Yeah, so right away, even just on paper, you've got contrasting styles, contrasting personalities. It's already looking good.
It is. But then you layer on, the history between these two. Did you see that press conference?
Oh, the press conference. Oh, my God. The belt. It was nuts.
You can't fake that kind of heat, man. That's real.
Yeah, it felt genuine, didn't it? It wasn't just for the cameras. This is some, deep-seated rivalry. Yeah.
And that's what gets the fans going, right? Because those emotions are going to spill over into the ring.
Exactly. Exactly. And, and it's just... I keep going back to the stylistic matchup here because you've got Benavidez who's known for just this relentless pressure. He's coming forward, throwing bombs.
Yeah, he's like a human battering ram. He breaks people down.
But then you look at Morrell, and he's all about speed and precision and angles, and he's a southpaw, which always throws a wrinkle into things.
Totally. Southpaw's a whole different animal to prepare for. Throws your timing off, your angles, everything.
Yeah, so how do you see this playing out? If you had to kind of break it down, round by round almost.
Ooh, tough one. But I think the early rounds, they're going to be fireworks. Benavidez is going to come out strong, trying to overwhelm Morrell.
Yeah, pushing back, yeah.
Exactly, but Morrell, he's got that slickness, He'll be looking to counter, to frustrate Benavidez, maybe even steal a few rounds early.
So kind of like a feeling out process.
Yeah.
Right? See what the other guy's bringing.
Feeling out process, absolutely. But, I don't see either of these guys backing down. So I think, middle rounds, that's where things get really interesting. Benavidez, his stamina is insane. He can keep that pressure up for all 12 rounds.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. He doesn't gas out.
No, he doesn't, which is a problem for Morrell because if he can't keep Benavidez at bay, if he starts getting tired, those bombs are going to start landing.
Oh, yeah. And Benavidez has got power in both hands.
Exactly. One shot can change everything in this fight. And, I think the later rounds, that's where Morrell's experience might come into play. He's been in some tough fights. He knows how to dig deep. But can he outlast a monster like Benavidez? That's the question.
It is. And we talked about the press conference and all that, but there's also that, that kind of cloud hanging over the fight with the drug testing controversies.
Right. The VIA testing.
Yeah. Voluntary Anti-Doping Association.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Benavidez has been calling for it. Morrell's camp, not so much.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, honestly. And it definitely adds another layer to this whole thing. Is it just mind games from Benavidez or, is there something more to it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and you never want to, make accusations or anything, but it does kind of cast a shadow,
Yeah. Right. It does. And hopefully it gets resolved and everything's above board. Because at the end of the day, you want this fight to be decided in the ring, fair and square.
Yeah, exactly. On skill and will,
Yeah.
So yeah, we've talked about the styles, the drama, the controversy, but I guess the big question is, what's at stake here? What does the winner walk away with?
Oh, man, a whole lot. This is more than just a win. This is a statement.
Yeah.
Like we said, the light heavyweight division is stacked. You've got Beterbiev, Bivol, those are the guys at the top.
Yeah, the big dogs, yeah.
The big dogs. And the winner of this fight, they're right in the mix. They're knocking on the door for a title shot.
So, career-defining fight for both guys.
Absolutely. I mean, for Benavidez, a win here, it just solidifies his reputation as this unstoppable force. He just keeps moving up, keeps knocking people out. It's scary.
Yeah, and for Morrell, I mean, this is his chance to prove he belongs at that elite level. He's beaten everyone they've put in front of him.
Right. But Benavidez, this is a different beast. This is a whole other test.
Yeah, a huge step up in competition.
Okay.
So we've talked a lot about, what happens if they win, but what about if they lose? I mean, this is boxing. Somebody's has got to go.
All right, and that's the other side of this, right? Like, the stakes are so high, the fall is that much further. For Benavidez, a loss here, especially if it's decisive, it raises questions, Like,
Yeah.
Can he hang with the truly elite guys? Can he adjust his style when he needs to?
Yeah, because he's never really tasted defeat, has he?
Exactly. So how does he respond to that? That's a big unknown. And for Morrell, a loss, especially if he can't hurt Benavidez, it kind of paints him as like a skillful fighter, but maybe not a real puncher, not someone who can, really threaten the top guys.
Yeah, so much on the line. And, I guess for everyone listening, it's not just about who wins, right? It's about how they win. Like, what weaknesses get exposed, what strategies work, what doors does this victory open?
Right, right. This isn't just a fight. It's like a crossroads for both these guys' careers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we get to watch it all unfold. So yeah, folks, that's our deep dive on Benavidez versus Morrell Jr. Buckle up. This is going to be one for the ages. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, enjoy the fireworks.